bet he can't wait to talk to me after all these years. I have very fond memories of you having quite a bit to drink before you would come out on the show to calm your nerves, and then you'd be Please tell me you're in London. Please tell me you're someplace where... No?
I'm in New York City, home of the brave. I am in New York. It's beautiful. It's blustery. It's cold. It's...
Yeah, but it's also... Let me see here. Okay. It's a little after 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Sure.
You're fine.
Yeah, I thought you were... were you about to be judgmental?
Yes. Very...
It's fine. I don't give a shit.
When we're going to do the interview now, and I'm going to really sort of take on kind of a nasty persona and go after you a bit. But then afterwards, I just wanted to get on first and have a nice chat with you and then totally switch.
Hardball.
Paul Bettany, if that's your real name. All right.
Yeah, let's start there.
It says here. All right, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Or should I say, hair Bettany?
Nice. It says here your family fled to Argentina in 1946. Is that right, hair Bettany?
Yeah, you're a little blonde Argentina, no?
You were part of a experiment.
From the Earth. Yeah, all right.
All right, here we go. I guess no more laughing and having fun. Let's do the interview for television. Here we go. My guest tonight is an extremely talented actor who has appeared in numerous films, including Avengers: Infinity War, Captain America: Civil War, and Avengers: Age of Ultron, and in addition to many, many other great films. Now he stars in WandaVision on Disney+. It is the show of the hour. Everyone's talking about it. Please welcome the extraordinarily talented Paul Bettany. Paul, how are you?
I'm tickety-boo. How are you?
I don't know what that means. That sounds like a character in Winnie the Pooh.
It is.
I like, I have to take a second here to talk about your incredible wife, Jennifer Connelly. I know that I'm going to tell you something I've not revealed, which is that your wife, Jennifer, was on my show way back in 1993, and my heart exploded. I just instantly so smitten with her, and she's a massive. I had a massive crush on Jennifer Connelly, which remains to this day. And I've been told to keep my distance. We've worked it out with your security people. I think I've been appropriate, but I know that you also had a crush on your wife long before you met her. Is that right?
Yes, I just want to say you're not alone, and there is a support group.
Good. I want to go to this support group, please.
And we can be in this together. Yes, it's true. I did have a crush on her. I don't think I'm alone in having a crush on her, but I just want to clarify that because I'm hurtling towards my dotage. I'm 49 years old. Mm-hmm. And when I had a crush on her, I was like 14.
Oh,
right? Because she was 14, 15 when she was in Labyrinth. So it always sounds a bit weird saying I fell in love with her the first time I saw her in Labyrinth.
Yes, you can sound like a creep unless you specify that you were 14, and it was a crush from afar, which is always appropriate.
Yeah. Totally. I sat outside her house. I saw her comings and goings.
That's where I met you. I met you because I was in some bushes.
Yes, that's right.
Trying to get just a glimpse of this beautiful and talented Jennifer Connelly, and suddenly someone was taking my usual spot in the bushes, and I'm like, we had a wonderful chat that day.
Yes, it's true. I did have a crush on Jennifer, which is a little bit pathetic, but
No, guess what? It worked out. I mean, I tip my imaginary cap to you. It does occur to me that you have this absolutely fantastic British accent, and occasionally, and I know you have lived in the United States now for 20 years. Is that right? 20 years. And I have spoken to many actors who've transitioned to the United States and they start to lose their accent. You have not. Do you feel that you have assimilated to being an American?
I do think that I have learned. I've learned a lot of things as an American. I've learned how to fill a glass of wine all the way to the top, that kind of thing.
That is what we do. We think nothing of going right up to the rim.
Right to the brim. Yeah. Because my Uncle Hank, my American Uncle Hank tells me, he says, filling it halfway causes a wasted journey. So that was very, very smart. But I will tell you the one thing that I haven't been able to figure out is how to wear a baseball cap. It just doesn't work on me. The whole game's up. If I try to wear one, I kind of look like, Ron Howard's elderly brother or something. I have one here.
Oh, there you go. Oh, yes. Definite. You look like Ron Howard's brother who's an accountant. Yes.
That's right. It's just not a look that is ever going to work on me. So
yeah, and that is something that seems to be kind of mandatory in the United States, is that they insist that you wear a baseball cap, or everyone has to wear a baseball cap. I don't wear a baseball cap because I'm going to compliment you now. You have a very chiseled, lean face. I have the large bloated pumpkin the Irish are cursed with, and when I put a baseball cap on, it only makes my face look fatter. It accentuates the fatness of my face, and then my self-loathing kicks in. So I don't like it.
I think that you and I should just knuckle down and start wearing baseball caps. And you know what? I took it off because I was ashamed of. I was ashamed, but I'm going to wear it.
Okay. Well, I think it looks terrible.
Okay. Well, no, because I'm massively shallow. So you said that, and my vanity kicked in. So
Yeah. Well, I think you're obviously well dressed. I like your jacket. Is that a motorcycle jacket?
Well, is it a motorcycle jacket? I mean, it's like a motorcycle jacket if Dior did a motorcycle jacket. But once upon a time, I was wearing a motorcycle jacket, and I went. It was in a bar in Brooklyn. I went into a bar, and I sat down to have a drink, and this guy was he was very drunk, and he looked at me and went, "Nice motorcycle jacket." I went, "Oh, thank you so much." And he said, "You have a motorcycle?" And I went, "No." And he went, "So why you got a motorcycle jacket?" And I went, "You're wearing a baseball hat. Do you play baseball, you bastard?"
And does that story end with you being beaten very badly?
Yes, it ends with me being beaten in the kidney.
Welcome to America. Yeah. I want to ask you this because my children are very well versed in everything Marvel. They know the whole universe. So WandaVision has been, they love it. And what's a little frustrating for me is I don't know the Marvel world as well as they do. So they have stopped me every 10 minutes. They want to stop and talk about some clue that they just saw that has great meaning. And they absolutely love it. They explained to me, and I didn't know this, that your character, your involvement with Marvel as Vision started with you being the voice of Jarvis. And I knew that Jarvis was the voice of Tony Stark's computer in the Iron Man films. And I thought, they explained to me the whole evolution of how Jarvis becomes Vision. And I thought, thank you, children. I appreciate that. What I didn't know was how you got that part in the first place. How did you get the part of Jarvis?
It was. I made a movie years ago called Wimbledon, and in Wimbledon, Jon Favreau played my agent rather brilliantly, and then Jon Favreau then sort of became a big director, and he called me up and he said, Paul, and I said, "Yes, John, how are you?" And he said, "I'm really well." And I went, "What can I do for you?" And he said, "Well, I'm making this movie, and it's Iron Man, so there's Tony Stark, and he has this suit, and I need this disembodied voice of a sort of, a personality-less, computer voice, somebody with just like no character at all, and I thought of you immediately, and I said, well, wow. Well, John, since you've pitched it so nicely, I'm in, and that was how it all began.
Well, it's first of all, I do disagree with him. I think you've got loads of personality, but it worked out because you were Jarvis. Then Jarvis becomes the Vision role, and I'm thinking, and now Vision is this very central part of this huge franchise, and has led to WandaVision. So. It's beautiful the way it all laid out for you. But what I'm curious about is Marvel. They put so much thought into everything, and I know that when they're creating a new character or adapting a character from the comics to film, they put an immense amount of thought into what the character should look like. And there's this legend that they go through hundreds of different prototypes and looks before they settle on one. Did that happen with Vision?
Yes. Yeah, there was a lot of work done on that, and Joss Whedon was manning the ship at that point, and he was, because right at the beginning he was wondering, like, Vision's going to be born, we're going to see him born and ostensibly naked. He has to have a penis. Right? I mean, because he's naked and he's being born, and everybody there, like Louis D'Esposito, Kevin Feige, everybody was like, I'm not sure that's such a great idea for Vision to have, for him to sort of rise up out of the crypt, as it were, with a penis. And he said, I need to see his penis. So, and this is a true story. So so artists were sent away to sort of do all of these renderings of Vision being born with a penis, and they put them all up on this huge wall at Marvel Studios, and they invited Joss in, and Joss stood in front of this huge wall, and he went, never have I been more sure that I don't need to see Vision with a penis. Yeah, because you don't want to see that. Yeah. When we were launching my show back in '93, there was a lot of discussion, should Conan have a penis or not? And what did you decide?
Without.
You went without.
Yeah, it just, that seems to have been...
making you.
Yeah, who needs it? Who ever
got me into trouble?
It just, exactly. I'll make sure I get the word out that the finale of WandaVision streams on Disney Plus tomorrow, and everyone's watching it. It's just been, it must be fun for you that you couldn't have imagined that it would hit like this.
Absolutely not. We were not supposed. We were supposed to come out second, and we always kind of thought we were going to be the kooky cousin, kind of, and to see it be embraced like this has just been amazing. To disseminate it week after week has also been great, and I've got a lot of mixed emotions about that finishing today. Like, it's going to be out, and we've crashed the Disney Plus platform twice.
That's fantastic.
Yes,
that's fantastic. Whenever you can break anything that Disney has made.
I can't believe it. Like, so many people wanted to watch it, and I was like, wow. And it was, so tonight, everybody tune in and
let's destroy a streaming service tonight. Let's do it together.
Yes, let's do it.
Hey, Paul, my best to you and to your lovely wife. Tell her it's been a long time, but
You know what? Keep holding that torch. I think she's bored of me. It's been 12 months together.
Clearly, she has a thing for men with no skin tone at all, no pigment. So
Exactly.
I could just, step in one day and
even notice.
she'll be. Oh, look, it's another guy who looks like he has some kind of bone marrow illness. Paul Bettany, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. This was fun.
Yeah, it's so nice talking to you.
Yeah,
be good.
And congratulations. Very happy for you. Mwah.
Take care. Bye.
All right, cheers.
See you.